Now we look into the G and the K. And we have already learned a lot what we can use now. Because the main source for the G and the K are the thighs. They belong to Sagittarius. Yeah? And we will just continue working with them to create this energy. But one element is interesting, and I will like to start with showing you the gesture for Sagittarius, how Steiner suggested to do it. And this you do with thighs, yeah, and upper arm are one. They're different, very, but from the zodiac signs, they are one. Sagittarius. And Sagittarius is the energy of going forward, really, yeah, aiming at something. And to express this, you just use your upper arm, put it in front, and just indicate you want to go forward with your upper arm. It shows the direction. And you can, how do you bring energy into this upper arm without showing your muscles here like this? Because this energy is not eternal. We want to activate our eternal energy. And this we do with, what belongs to the upper arm, the thighs. And just stand a little bit like this. And then prepare the upper arm. And then just practice, what does it need? That I stretch, that I bring energy into my lower legs, my upper legs and my thighs, and with this I manage to expand the energy of my upper arm. Yeah, great. And now I could even place a glass on it and it would be stable and not me holding it there anymore. That's a nice experience. Try it one more time. And to begin with, you just prepare, you have your arm here, and you feel I have to hold it. And then you start working with your thighs, bringing energy in it, and you do not think I want to have this arm up horizontal, but just try to create energy, a growing energy which belongs to Jupiter, to the O, to create this growth also in your upper arm. Wow. Great. And then Steiner suggested, okay, do this. And you have this direction and use the other hand to calm it down. So yes, so great. I receive it. It's not actually a calming down, but there's a radiant force going there. And there's a receiving force. There's love which approaches it and receives it, yeah, and makes it mild in a way, which creates wisdom, because Jupiter, the ruler of this system, is the force field of wisdom. So again, have this arm, create a little bit of energy, and from far out, from the far circumference, come and touch it. I know you can't really reach me. I come a little bit closer to you. And then create a strong, speaking relationship between them. And the other hand, you allow a little bit to snuggle into the elbows there, the inner side of the elbows, to reach this upper arm. And then you can have this principle of going out and coming in, major and minor. And the energies we bring from down there and up here, we just enjoy this interplay. So we prepare, the upper arm goes in there, great. And then, yes, there's this energy going out, and then love. Try to sense love in this arm. But it's strong. And then also have this, other arm and this receptive upper arm on the other side. And just listen to both languages at the same time. And relax. And when you remember that the Gemini gesture was like this, yeah, and then with strong legs, and then it does not need much, just one leg goes behind, one arm in front, and then you really create energy in this system. And not only the one going out, but also in the receptive upper arm. And it's the hands on both sides which play a role in it, because they belong to Jupiter too. And with Gemini, we had this system, the upper and lower system, which is reflected in this one. So the eye comes here, left and right. And here, it's the forward. If you one time create the O gesture, you will notice that from the heart, and then engage your big heart, the infinitive big heart. And then just notice, if you really feel this heart and you really enter it, it brings you forward on your toes. That's the principle of the O. It brings you forward. It inclines you forward. It's sympathy. And this is the energy forward, which comes from Jupiter also, which lives in this gesture. So again, last time we created Sagittarius gesture. We feel it and just try to feel that in this striving forward, the Jupiter energy is giving it its meaning. It lives from this energy. And then let go. It's just the imagination. Jupiter, the O is there when you do it. You do it in it. And when you think that the O in the Eightfold Path had a relationship to the right striving, to the sacral chakra, it's also this, the right striving. It's the striving energy which belongs to Jupiter, to the O, which lives in this Sagittarius gesture. When we now proceed to the G, then we again bend our thighs a little bit. We cross the arms over a little bit and the hands are looking outwards. And then the thighs, you stretch them slowly, and with the energy of the thighs you start to move your arms in a way that they create an inner space and keep what's coming from the outside a little bit away. That's one form of the G. And already in this gesture you see that the O is pretty close. So create this O gesture again. O, O, and really feel it with love and warmth and empathy. Feel what it does to you. And then let this O stay alive while you prepare carefully for the G. And then create from the thighs this G gesture, but the O is still there. And this will help you not to make it too open, but it's also subtle, rich, and it arrives. And let go. Breathe, make a step with the other leg. You can do it any way you want to do it. And last idea, a few more will come, is if you work with the thighs, you will end up in the feet. So if you work in the G in the arms, it's the upper arms which create it, but you will end up in the hands. Remember the O, prepare for the G. Make your thighs active. This starts moving your upper arms. You arrive in the feet. That makes you arrive in your hands. And the O gives it its security. And then return to your heart and let go. And every Eurythmy movement leads you to your heart, because that's where everything wants to arrive anyway. But as the vowels are standing behind all signs, the vowels are creations from the heart, you are in your heart. And when you let your hands go, they just go to where you are. And then you let go a second time and breathe. The G gesture is you push something aside, and the O makes it a healing quality. It's not antipathy. It's just you create the space which is necessary. And another G gesture, maybe even more archetypal but not so often used, is that you open it towards below and above. So you prepare, and one arm, archetypally the left one, goes down, the right one up. Again, from the thighs, from the upper arms. And what is Jupiter and O doing now? Which role do they play now? Let go. One step forward or backwards. Try out. Let's for the moment do left arm down, right arm up. It's not wrong the other way. Isn't it like opening up or becoming an eye? It really creates space for light. Before it was space for warmth. And then let go. And Jupiter is the quality of wisdom, is the master of the light forces. And so let's do it one more time, having this O energy in mind when we do the G in its archetypal form. Upper arms, hands, feet, presence of O. Look. The eye is an eye. Look. It's another riddle. One can look into this. But when you have this O gesture and you have it in the vertical, just realize the theme of becoming an eye is present.